Hello all, welcome to our channel. In the series of international relations, our today's topic of discussion is on changing trajectory of Indo-Nepal relations. So in spite of the fact that India and Nepal share a unique relationship of centuries, the year 2020 marked the new tensions between the two close neighbors. These tensions have repercussions of future trajectory of Indo-Nepal relations. Nepal raised the boundary dispute with India over the areas of Kalapani, Lipule, and Limpiadura. These areas are located in Pithoragarh district of Uttarakhand with boundary with Nepal in the north. In May 2020, Nepal published a new political map of Nepal which showed these three Indian territories as parts of Nepalese territory. India strongly objected to this fabrication of political map to claim India's area without any historical or legal basis. This new map does not have any legal value, but Nepal did not heed to India's objections that Nepal does not have any authority to change in international border unilaterally. On the contrary, the communist regime of Nepal was also inserted this new map in the constitution of Nepal by making a constitution amendment in June 2020. This amendment has further complicated the boundary issue as India has stated that Nepal's unilateral action in case of political map does not leave any scope for further negotiations on the boundary issue. The most unacceptable part of this development was the fact that Nepal was doing all this under the influence of China at the time when India was engaged in military standoff with China in the eastern Ladakh. China has been gaining traction in Nepal for last few years. In 2020, Prime Minister Oli went on air verbal tirade against India, claiming that COVID virus which came from India to Nepal is more dangerous than Chinese virus. The Lord Rama's original birthplace is not Ayodhya but lies in Nepal. He also accused India of trying to topple his government by supporting his political opponents in the ruling Communist Party led by Pushpa Kamal Dahal, that is Parachanda. India has largely taken aback by these developments. However, these developments cause considerable tensions between the two countries. So let's see the background of it. Background of Indo-Nepal relations. So about the developments and tensions in the bilateral relations do not match with the background of close Indo-Nepal relations running for centuries. That is why KP Oli's moves against India has been surprising as well as awkward even for the people of Nepal. After India's independence, both countries signed Treaty of Peace and Friendship in 1950 to continue with the special relation characterized by open border, visa-free entry of citizens in each other's territory and some special rights to citizens for employment and residence and transit facilities for Nepalese trade through India. The 1950 treaty also provided that neither government shall tolerate any threat to security of another foreign aggressors and obligated both sides to inform each other to any serious friction and misunderstanding with any neighboring states likely to cause any breach in the friendly relations sustaining between the two governments. India provides trade and transit facility to Nepal through its land routes and ports. Nepal is a landlocked country and its entire trade is conducted through India's Kolkata port. Also, Nepal and India share social and cultural ties and regular contacts between the people of two countries. As many Indians have settled in Nepal, so many Nepalis are also working in India. India has launched a robust development partnership with Nepal. Under this program, India has completed more than 400 small development projects in Nepal. Now let's look at the root cause of all this, that is China's increasing footprints in Nepal. So it is now well established that China through Nepal has been playing China card against India after 1962 Indo-China War, but in last 5 years, China's footprints in the form of economic, strategic as well as political influence have increased in Nepal. The rise of Maoist in Nepali politics in 1990s and political instability in Nepal have facilitated China's political and strategic involvement in Nepal. Following the democratic transition in Nepal in 2006, the Maoist leader Pushp Kamal Dahal formed government in 2008. This enabled China to develop close political contact with Nepal's communist leaders. Prime Minister Dahal not only first visited China but also demanded abrogation of 1950 Indo-Nepal Treaty. The new constitution of Nepal was drafted in 2015 at the time when communists were in power in Nepal. The Madheshi people of Indian origin living in Terai region of Nepal launched a violent movement in Tera in 2015 in support of the demands for a separate province, disrupting transit of goods from India to Nepal and vice versa. The 5-month-long blockade in Terai from September 2015 to February 2016 created distrust between India and Nepal. The Nepalese government accused India for being hand in gloves with Madhesis, which caused tension between the two countries. The anti-Indian feelings in Nepal were at peak at this time. In response, Nepal developed closeness with China. It was the background that China and Nepal came closer during Nepali Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's visit to China in March 2016. Both countries signed historic trade and transit treaty as an alternative to similar treaty between India and Nepal. Nepal can trade her goods through China's port, though the transit route to China's port is not visible due to long distance, but still Nepal signed this agreement to end India's monopoly on Nepal's trade and transit. Nepal has also agreed to join China-sponsored BRI project. China has extended $145 million assistance to Nepal for post-earthquake reconstruction and upgradation of China-Nepal road links. Both decided to conduct first ever joint military exercise. Nepal is replacing India in all fields in Nepal: trade, development assistance, tourism and culture. And now China is not only the largest aid giver to Nepal, but it also contributes largest number of tourists to Nepal. China is giving financial assistance for salary to Nepalese teachers who teach Chinese language Mandarin to Nepali students. In 2018, China was instrumental in foregoing unity among the two fractions of Nepal led by Oli and Prachanda during the visit to Chinese President Xi Jinping to Nepal in October 2019. Both countries finalized the Trans-Himalayan Multidimensional Connectivity Network between China and Nepal. The project involves the development of railroad network between the two countries and development into Nepal up the Indian border. In 2020, there was deep differences between the two fractions of the Unified Communist Party of Nepal, one led by PM Oli and the other by Prachanda, which threatened the government of Nepal led by Oli. China sent a high-level delegation to communist leaders to Nepal in December 2020 to reconcile the differences between the two fractions. This is how China is deeply involved in the political and economic affairs of Nepal. Nepal, which has been raising hue and cry about the interference of India in her domestic affairs, is silent on this Chinese interferences in their domestic matters. So we saw that what was the background, what was the increasing footprints of China in Nepal, and let's look into the last topic, that is present status of bilateral relations. Of India in Nepal. So meanwhile, in the light of special relations between the two countries, India and Nepal have also been trying to iron out the differences. India's cool stand on KP Oli's proactive posture has helped to tone down the differences. The deadlock in the bilateral relation was broken with the one-day visit to Indians' raw chief Samant Goel on 22nd October 2020 to Kathmandu at the invitation of Nepal. He also met the PM Oli, as both were known to each other due to their earlier interactions. As per the official statement issued by Nepal during the meeting, the RAW chief expressed commitment to keep Nepal and India friendly relations intact, to resolve existing issues by means of dialogue, and to further advance bilateral cooperation. The statement read, Goel's visit was followed by another high-level visit by the Army Chief of India and the Foreign Secretary of India in November 2020, which were also termed as successful. These three visits in 2020 paved the way for the first major visit of Nepalese Foreign Minister Pradeep Kumar Gyawali to India on 14 January 2021. During the 3-day visit to Gyawali met the Indian Foreign Secretary, his counterpart S. Jaishankar and the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and co-chaired the meeting of the Indo-Nepal Joint Commission. Both sides reviewed the entire gamut of relationship in the Commission's meeting and were hopeful to improve the same. This is likely to create congenial environment for the improvement in bilateral relations in the coming months. As a goodwill gesture, India has assured Nepal in January 2021 to supply 10 lakh doses of Indian COVID vaccines on grant assistance that is free of cost under her Vaccine Maitri initiative. Hopefully, these steps would facilitate restoring the close tie between India and Nepal in the coming days. So this was all about our today's session of discussion. That was changing trajectory of Indo-Nepal relations. First we saw the problem, then we saw the background of Indo-Nepal relations in history, then we saw the China's increasing footprints in Nepal in the current situation, and then lastly we saw the present status of bilateral relations of India and Nepal. So this was all for this topic. Thank you for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe our channel for more content, and press the bell button to get the latest video updates to our channel. Thank you.